see we're recording. This will be something posterity.
Okay, it is 7 o'clock and we are ready. So hello everyone. Mayor Mike, thank you for joining us tonight and hosting this live lottery of the drawing of this portion of the General Plan Advisory Committee. I'll do a quick overview and then we'll have the lottery and then question and answers. We will be using the chat function or the Q&A box if anyone has any questions for a brief moment. If we're not able to answer your questions, please email us at generalplan@lovelafayette.org and we would be very happy to respond to you there. So just generally speaking or broadly speaking, the general plan, the city is updating its general plan. The last one was adopted in 2002. These are long-range planning documents, which are meant to last approximately 20 years. So we're coming upon its expiration. And this is our opportunity to evaluate our overall vision for the community and the future of the city. So council directed staff to establish the General Plan Advisory Committee, or GPAC as we refer to it. And this is a group of community members that does the work of taking the community values, which are established through an in-depth public outreach process, and coalescing them into the actual goals, policies, and programs that make up the general plan itself. And then ultimately taking that to the City Council and Planning Commission for final action. So the council directed staff to create this committee, which consists of 13 total members, 11 voting members. We have a representative from Planning Commission and City Council. Those are non-voting, and that's because ultimately the plan will go before those bodies at the end of the process. So we do have existing members from our existing committees and commissions, Parks, Trails and Recreation Commission, Youth Commission, Senior Services Commission, Transportation and Circulation Commission, and the Chamber of Commerce. And then, as I mentioned, the City Council and Planning Commission. So this evening, we'll be choosing we'll be choosing members from each of the remaining categories. There are 6 of them. We have a nonprofit category. We have 4 regional geographic districts, a map of which is on the general plan website. You can find it at planlafayette.org. And then also 1 at-large member, which will include all the residents that were not chosen as part of each of the geographic regions, as well as those who work in the city but don't live here. So we will be choosing 1 primary representative and 1 alternate. So 2 names will be drawn out of each category. And then just a note about the weighted lottery. So in an effort to allow those that have been historically underrepresented in the community and in the planning processes in general, City Council directed staff to establish a weighted lottery. So one of the questions on the application form was whether or not an applicant was identified as a person of color. If so, their name was added twice. So if that name comes up twice, that's why. And with that, we're very excited. We have almost 90 applicants for these 6 seats. So that's an excellent amount of interest and engagement. We hope everyone will continue to be engaged throughout the process. But with that, we'll let Mayor Mike do the drawing.
Sarah, thank you very much for the introduction and explaining to people what we're doing. It's a really important job. I was on the last GPAC, and it's important work that has to be done for all of us, for the whole entire community. So those of you who are participating, thank you for your interest. If you're not drawn, I hope you will continue to follow the process because it's about all of us being engaged in this thing that makes it work. So I have with me my beautiful assistant, my wife, Courtney Murphy, and she's just going to help to make sure that I do a good job of both stirring up the lottery tickets and then selecting and presenting them to you so you can see who has been selected for primary or alternative for the different positions. So we're going to start with nonprofits. So this is a different category than most general plan efforts include, but the council felt it was important to allow nonprofits from Lafayette to be represented in this process because they also have a stake in what the community looks like. So we will start with nonprofits. And we have these beautiful jars that planner Jonathan Fox put together, brought over to me so I would be able to do this with flair. So I will try to do it with flair now. And I'm not looking. Where am I? Okay. First nonprofit is the Lafayette Library and Learning Center. This will be the primary for the nonprofits. And the alternative nonprofit will be the Lafayette United Methodist Church. So those are the nonprofits, your primary and your alternative for the General Plan Advisory Committee. The next will be an area draw. This will be Burton Valley. And we'll draw 2 names, and then once again, all those which are not drawn will go into the at-large category for drawing. The primary will be Christine Rasmussen. Christine Rasmussen, primary. The alternative will be Sabrina L.B. Sabrina L.B. is the alternative, Burton Valley. So we'll put Burton Valley now into the at-large jar. Excellent, okay. The next area is Release Valley. Our primary from Release Valley will be Jim Cervantes. Our alternative will be Ryan Sutton G, or Ryan Sutton G, Ryan Sutton G. Okay, Burton Valley now goes into the at-large jar. Excellent. Our next area will be the downtown area. Okay, our primary for downtown will be Susie Kelly. Susie Kelly is primary. Alternative, Jeff Warner. Jeff Warner. Okay, remaining will now go into the at-large jar. Something clunked in there. What was that?
Money.
Oh, money. Oh, good. Okay, our last one is Happy Valley and Acalanes Valley. Our primary for Acalanes Valley is Mike Kim. Mike Kim. Our alternative will be Sarah Bloomfield. Sarah Bloomfield. Primary and alternative for Happy Valley, Acalanes Valley. Okay, we'll add these now, the remainder into the at-large. And boy, here's a big stir. Here's a big one. It's a big stir. Uh-oh. Okay. Our first at-large representative, Christine Lee from downtown. The alternative for at-large, Robert Bailey, Happy Valley, Acalanes. And I believe that is the draw for GPAC. Congratulations to those of you who've been selected. It's a great process. You'll learn a lot. We'll gain a lot from your participation. Those of you not selected, please continue to participate. Your voice is very important. And I hope that you'll find the process both enlightening and invigorating. So thank you all very much.
Thank you, Mayor Mike. So if you were selected, you can expect an email in the next couple of days with some additional information and instructions. And as Mayor Mike mentioned, please if you weren't selected, please absolutely participate. Visit our website, planlafayette.org. That's the general plan website. And then also I would encourage everyone to sign up for the e-notifications. If you go to the main city website, lovelafayette.org, public meetings, e-notifications, and sign up for the general plan update box. And then now we'll just open it up for question and answers. If anybody has any questions about the process or the GPAC, feel free to use the chat or the Q&A function. Otherwise, we will adjourn. I am not seeing anything in the chat or Q&A. But feel free to email us at generalplan@lovelafayette.org if you do end up having any questions, and we look forward to working with the community and making this a great plan. Thanks, everyone. Good night.